series where the other team has really been more passionate and been more energetic than us in pressure moments, and they've grabbed the crucial moments in the game better than us, and they deserve to win. And that's probably the only breakdown I can give you of the last three games. None of the guys in the change room are panicking, or the support staff is not feeling down after this defeat, because we know the things that we were wanting to do in these last three games, purely because now it's only the World Cup after this in the one-day competition. And us as a side, we feel pretty balanced. It's just that in the pressure moments, they showed more composure than us.
Yeah, Virat, do you think that the team got weighed down by conditions in Ranchi and Mohali, and here also did you encounter similar things?
Not at all. I mean, these are our conditions. We can't be weighed down by our own conditions. As I said, they were more composed in pressure moments. They were more, I would say, positive and brave in the pressure situations, and hence they won those important moments in the game. And when you capitalize on probably every important moment that comes in the game as a side, it gets very difficult to go past that side. So even the way they batted in Mohali after Maxwell got out, chasing 130 odd in 13 overs, was an outstanding effort. And even here and Ranchi as well, that constant pressure on us throughout, and the areas that they bowled really made us play those shots that we played. So the credit has to be given where it's due, and we certainly were not up to the mark, and they were, and hence, as I said, they're deserving winners.
विराट, इसके बाद तो सीधा वर्ल्ड कप ही है, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि बहुत सारे सवाल कॉम्बिनेशन को लेकर अनआंसर्ड रह गए, और क्या आपको लगता है कि जो आपने प्रयोग किए उसका भी थोड़ा सा असर था इस हार में?
नहीं सर, वो डेफिनेटली हम लोग एज ए एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं देखेंगे कि हमने अगर प्लेयर्स को ट्राई किया तो उसकी वजह से हम हार गए, क्योंकि जो भी इंडिया के लिए खेलता है आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि वो आएंगे और परफॉर्मेंस देंगे. तो एज अ साइड कॉम्बिनेशन वाइज जी हम काफ़ी सॉर्टेड हैं. कंडीशन बेस्ड एक या मैक्सिमम एक ही चेंज वर्ल्ड कप में देखने को मिलेगा कंडीशन बेस्ड, बट उसके अलावा 11 जो हमें खिलाने हैं हम बिल्कुल क्लियर है उसके बारे में. और देखिए, आप अगर सेम 11 भी खिलाएंगे और अगर परफॉर्मेंस ना हो तो आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि आप प्लेयर गलत ले आए. तो आई थिंक हमें ब्रेक डाउन वो करना चाहिए जो हमने डिसीजन ठीक नहीं लिए. एज अ साइड जैसे मैंने बोला कि हम बहुत बैलेंस्ड है. अभी हार्दिक पांड्या भी टीम में आ जाएंगे, उनके आने से बैटिंग की डेप्थ, बॉलिंग की जो हमारी ऑप्शंस है और खुल जाती हैं. तो हमको पता है हमको कहाँ जाना है वर्ल्ड कप में एज अ कॉम्बिनेशन. 11 जो है हमारी काफ़ी क्लियर है अपने दिमाग में. जस्ट दैट हमको अच्छे डिसीजंस लेने होंगे प्रेशर सिचुएशंस में टू गो फार इन द वर्ल्ड कप. तो हमें एक वो चीज़ है जिस पे हम फोकस करना चाहेंगे, ना कि अभी कोई कन्फ्यूजन नहीं है कॉम्बिनेशन को या टीम को लेके. हम बिल्कुल क्लियर हैं.
Tried out or not, didn't try out, like Raidos and Punts. How do you see their progress in terms of their readiness to be taking more responsibility in pressure situations in the World Cup?
Look, I can't comment on कि वर्ल्ड कप में कौन who's going to take pressure, or they should be or they shouldn't be. You will have to wait till the side is announced, because you literally can't speak about any of the combinations of the team that's going to go to the World Cup unless that side is announced. But having said that, when you look at these games, them being international games, as I said, whoever plays, whoever gets a chance to play, we expect that guy to take responsibility and pressure, and hence you expose guys to these kind of pressure situations where a series is on the line and you expect someone to step up. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but unless you try, you wouldn't know. So that's exactly what we wanted to do in these games, and from that point of view you can analyze. I cannot break down who we expect to take the pressure in the World Cup, because unless the squad is announced, I cannot do that.
Virat, you've played against Australia a lot over the past 4 or 5 months. What changes have you seen in the team that you guys beat in Australia to the one that came over here and got the 12 of them?
I think it's exactly how we played in Australia, is the way they have played in these last 3 games. I think we were more brave than them in pressure situations in Australia, purely because they had a series to lose at home, and we just went out there and just expressed ourselves. And here, when they sensed that they had a foot in the door. They made sure that they didn't let us close the door in the series, and you have to give credit to them because they're a very young side, they're an inexperienced side compared to us, but they showed more heart and more confidence in the pressure situations, and they believed that they can play better cricket than us in those crunch moments. So as I said, they deserve to win, and it's good for the Australian team as well that they've won a big series like this against India at home. It's good for their confidence, and yeah, when you see a team play well and be united, you obviously feel disappointed yourself, but you see that the other team played better than you, and you just have to say they were better than us, and that's exactly what happened at the end. I mean, we were all quite comfortable with that, and we know that we didn't play as well as they did, and they deserve to win.
Last week.
Virat, you said that your playing 11 is what you want to play in the world, more or less sort of. But in the post-match, you talked about one spot after discussion in the squad. So can you just outline what you're looking for? No?
No.
Or,
Nice one. Yeah, wait for a month.
You mentioned earlier that Australia showed more enthusiasm and more keenness to win today. Does that also bring us to the point that it's been a long season, lots of matches, and again back to the workload question: is there fatigue to some players who need to kind of get enough rest?
Look, exactly what we spoke at the end in the change room was that just go and enjoy these 2 months in the IPL. Don't think of performance pressure or I have to do this or I have to do that. I think we deserve to really just enjoy our cricket and just go out there and just play because of the joy of playing this sport. I think the constant being on the road for so many months does take a toll on you as a team. I'm not saying that that's an excuse, because you're expected to go out there and be motivated to win every game that you are playing as a team, as playing for the country. But look, when there's a long season, you can always reflect on it. I am not someone who ever takes this as an excuse. If I'm not up to playing a game mentally or physically, I would inform the management before, and I think everyone's responsible enough to do that. But I think it's been a hectic season, so we are very proud of the season that it's been as a team. We're very happy with the way we've played. We're very happy with the way guys have come around and shown their abilities as players, and just the confidence that we've carried as a team. It's really been great to see and great to be a part of. So, and from that point of view, I think all of us really deserve to just go to this IPL, really enjoy these 2 months, and then all these things that we're talking about now are going to be so irrelevant come the World Cup, because everything's just going to be taken over by the World Cup, and that is pressure that none of us can even think of. So I think we deserve to just take these 2 months just to enjoy ourselves, and then back to our motivated best for the World Cup.
Last two.
Virat, you've been asking for match offs, like taking rest during tournaments. So now after IPL, we have the World Cup. So will you be really thinking of asking the selectors or the franchise to give rest to certain players just before the World Cup, so that the players are fit and ready to go before the World Cup and have pressure?
Yeah, we've discussed that as well. We've given the responsibility to the player to be smart, to inform the particular management of the franchise and be in touch with Patrick, who's our physio. So all the things will be monitored, all the workloads will be monitored during the World Cup. And given a window where guys can afford to rest, they will definitely take that opportunity. I can guarantee you that, because a World Cup comes every 4 years, and we play IPL every year. Not to say that we won't be committed to playing the IPL, but we have to be smart. We have to work in a balance, and we have to take smart decisions. So that's a factor that's been discussed, and the responsibility and the onus is on the player. No one will be forced to do something, but eventually everyone knows no one wants to miss the bus to the World Cup and cause the Indian team good balance. So I think everyone's really, really committed to that cause first, and accordingly everyone will take their IPL campaigns forward.
Final one.
Aaron Finch made a comment at the start of the series that he was sort of relishing his World Cup underdog status, that not many people were thinking they'd do very well. Is it fair to say, has that changed? Do you think they're now one of the bigger threats of the tournament? Do you expect other people will think that?
Well, honestly, every team in the World Cup is a threat, to be very honest, because anyone who gets on a roll in a World Cup, it's very, very difficult to stop that team. And having said that, a team that's on a roll can be knocked out in the semis or the quarters, or even the finals. They can be defeated immediately by a side that's more brave on that particular day, and who wants it more, who's more expressive as a side. So I don't think that any team, in my eyes, starts the World Cup as favourites. You have to play good cricket to win a World Cup. And as good a side as you are, if you don't make good decisions, it's not a guarantee that other teams are just going to come and hand you over a victory on a plate. So any team is dangerous. You see how the West Indies has come along. I mean, they're going to be a serious threat in the World Cup as well because of the balance that they've been able to crack. England's been a very strong side. Australia is now looking balanced. We are a strong side. New Zealand's good. Pakistan can defeat anyone on their day. So I think it's very important to understand what mindset you take into the World Cup, and I'm sure every team would want to take the best mindset they possibly can, and according to me, no one starts as favourites for a World Cup.